Okay, we have previously learned how to add and subtract with 3 whole numbers. So our problems would look something like this, and we would use objects to help us in finding that answer just by adding them up. So after we counted all of these up, you would get your answer of 13. But now we have to add another step. We're going to do word problems. So we're pretty much doing the same thing, except we have an extra step where you have to pull out the numbers from the word problem to figure out your equation. So I'm going to start with 5 examples, and we're going to use this as our guide, as numbers to plug in to get our answer. So there is a group of 3 kids coming to your door for trick-or-treating. You're handing out 2 pieces of candy to each child. So here are 3 children, and with 2 candies each. So we have 2 pieces of candy for the first child, 2 pieces of candy for the second child, and 2 pieces of candy for the third child, which if we count all of them up, you should have 6 total pieces of candy. And something important with working with word problems is labels, which you put after your answer so it tells you what that number is representing. So here we have 6 pieces of candy, which in this example I changed the color of the numbers in the problem, plus changed the color of the label that will be being used, but that won't always be there, so you have to get used to trying to pull that out. So for another example, we are now looking for costumes. So at one store you are stuck between 2 costumes. So there's your 2 costumes, and you're going to put a 2 in that first place. Then you go to the next store and you can't decide between 3 costumes. So you're going to put a 3 in the second place. And then the last store, there's only 1 that you like. So now we have to figure out how many costumes you have to decide between. So if you add them all up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 would be your answer, and your label, as in blue here, would be costumes. Okay, and now we are going to go to the pumpkin patch. So you're at the pumpkin patch with your parents. You pick up 3 pumpkins for yourself. Then your mom grabs 2 pumpkins. And then your dad grabs 4 more pumpkins. So here in the first spot is the 3 pumpkins for you, 2 for your mom, and 4 for your dad. So if we add those all up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to have 9, and your label in green would be pumpkins. Okay, and now you are in the woods with some friends. So Megan sees 3 black cats, and then Ryan sees 5. Don't forget then to put your numbers in their slots. So there's a 3 for Megan and 5 for Ryan. And then you see 7 black cats. So you gotta put the 7 in your place. And then we're gonna add them all up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have a total of 15 black cats that you saw. And as I just said, black cats would be your label because that's what you're looking for. We have one last example that's a little more complicated. We're working with subtraction, which we're going to get more into this a little bit later, but here's just a quick example. So we're going to use a new guide. So you just get home from trick-or-treating, and let's say there's 20 pieces of candy in this bag, and then your mom takes 3 of your pieces of candy away. So you gotta put 3 in that second spot, and then your dad takes 5 of your pieces of candy. So if you have 20 and then you take away 3, you're at 17. Take away 5 more and you are at 12, and your label would be pieces of candy. That's a little more complicated, so we will get more into that later.